Okay, I don't have much time, so I'm gonna just get right into it. Normally, I'd rant for maybe a couple of minutes, hoping, waiting. I just don't have the time. I want to share a video. I have to leave in a little less than a half hour, maybe more if I can stretch it out. I stumbled across a video that I wanted to share with the good people of the internets. Here I'm using it's. I send my
Everybody be
those constantly, and anything I find interesting, disturbing, or just something worthwhile, it's just in my nature to want to broadcast it, share my thoughts, get any feedback in general. Here, I'm going to set up my cell phone. I want to preface this with viewer discretion advised. This is not recommended for anybody that, if you have young ones around. This is some stuff that, frankly, I wouldn't be shocked if this video was demonetized. There's ads, but I think YouTube does give exceptions to larger channels based on the content. This is very disturbing stuff. This is a gentleman that clearly has PTSD. Now, with the opening of the video, you're not going to want to feel any sense of sympathy. But as time goes on, I bet you will change your mind. Despite the things that he says, and what's implied, I want you to bear in mind reality, implication, and action. So let's just get it rolling real quick. And I'm going to turn on my cell phone so I can see any comments that may come in as I do this. Here we go. I'm going to introduce y'all to a tragic young man who did fight for our country. Fifth grade, he was in fifth grade. 9/11 happens. And he wasted no time. As soon as he was of age, he went to war for our country. And you could tell by the time we are where we are now, he is convinced, he went through hell on a lie. Sorry, let me get professional.
Is knowing that I am capable of murdering children. And I realized everything about myself is wicked and evil.
You're running straight for hell. That's your message, then brother. I'll see you there.
Hey, Aaron, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands right now.
Hands now.
What can I do with a 308 round?
In a desperate race against time, officers in Groton, Connecticut hunt for 33-year-old former Marine Corps combat veteran Aaron Stanislav. After a series of disturbing live stream videos leaves them fearful he may have deadly intentions. With his whereabouts a mystery, the search becomes more daunting by the hour.
So this man is building the wrong following by posting on Twitch, of all places. What's shocking to me about Twitch is all the things that are said so very publicly. And there's forget rumors, it's just a matter of fact that there's a bias on Twitch where they seem to have more safety protection regarding people that are against Israel. And like there's the chick that's her whole identity is being pro-Palestinian, and she says the most heinous things about destroying Israel, but she's allowed to continue to stream. Anyway, so here we have a young man that is clearly damaged, needs help. He needs mental help. Not what you're going to end up seeing is something that gets this man who didn't commit a crime $1 million bond. And you don't even see that with the most heinous of crimes committed. So you be the judge. What's up, Stuck? Hey, Jot. Hugs and love to you, Stuck Josh, man. I miss you a lot, okay? I miss you, bro. I got to be quick because I got to jump to work soon. But check this out if you want. We gotta rehash, bro. All right, check it.
Hour, as they urgently work to find him before he might do the unthinkable.
Are you going to get to lock me up?
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons...
Shout out to this channel, by the way. Please, yeah, dude, let us collab. Like I saw you were live at like 4 p.m. at some point. I want to get back in. I want back in the club, man. All right, so with this gentleman here, let me not just forget what I was going to say, and let's just jump right in. I just wanted to make mention of the fact that everything that he gets thrown at him is based on implied threat, no actual action. That doesn't make the things he's saying any less terrifying, But again, you be the judge. Did he deserve prison and $1 million bond? People that actually go through with committing the crime don't even get $1 million bond.
Charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Groton police first encountered Aaron, who has experience as a heavy artillery operator, back in November 2023, after he was found to be hiding ammunition, high-capacity rifle magazines, and body armor in the woods. Officers seized the items and arrested him, though their exact reasons for doing so aren't entirely known. Back then, he was found to be living inside an abandoned school.
That builds upon the implied threat when he's literally like pulling a Batman and making like little stashes of potentially very deadly possibilities. So bear that in mind too, to be fair.
School called the Mystic Education Center. Now, on January 20th, 2025,
Thank God, I hope you've been well.
Aaron's live stream videos featuring disturbing messages about murdering children raised serious alarms with law enforcement.
I hate kids. Yeah, no, I would murder all of them.
All right, last pause for a while, but I wanted to shout out this channel, EWU, EWU, where you get to see this stuff. They get the footage before the news does. EWU body cam. It's amazing stuff they get.
No, find me a kid I wouldn't murder.
They began searching for Aaron at the Mystic Education Center, with the hopes he may still be squatting there.
The last time we found him, where was he?
He's in a sauna and they locked him. I don't know where that is.
Okay.
What defines a true Wuxia
Built
here?
himself a sauna, like, you know, the ingenuity of a veteran for one. And apparently he says some kids taught him. He turned his like homeless headquarters into a freaking sauna.
Police department, is anybody here?
In one of the videos, Aaron makes unusual statements as he cuts plastic tubing inside a garbage dumpster. His hand appears injured by his own blade.
Imagine when they started telling doctors it was like, hey, some people just want to die. And the doctor was like, well, then what the am I doing here? It's like, you got to kill him.
A 45-minute recording posted on January 19th shows only a black screen. The chilling audio hints at a deeply unsettling possibility.
So then I was chunking those things in the woods, and then you guys didn't find all the ones that I hid everywhere else. Yeah, so then I knew that my plan was working just fine. Yeah, my tricks were all in place. Man, you hadn't even pulled 3 out of 16 cards, and I got way more than 16 cards. How did I get my guns back? Oh, I left a few with family, and then I left the rest at the bottom of the Mystic River. What can I do with a 308 round? Ugh.
This is going to be the case of the, you know, sympathy for the devil here, because you're going to learn this is a compilation of failures from our system. He did everything by the book. You know, he went through inexplicable horrors. He was ordered to unalive, you know, children when he was over in in Iraq, remember? And he's very devastated, clearly, because he did learn that there was no WMDs. We're way past that. This is the results of learning you went to war and sacrificed yourself and witnessed your friends die because of a lie, and your government doesn't even have the diligence or the kindness or whatever you want to say here to take care of those that make that sacrifice.
Before long, officers locate the sauna.
Ah, there we go. All right,
Police department, anyone here?
here's the stuff. Yeah, there it is. There's here. Okay. I got meat here, cheese, more cooked up.
Being homeless, he had a great setup.
A heater. Yeah. Bags.
Aaron is nowhere to be found, but officers find no shortage of strange discoveries among his belongings.
I didn't see any bags, or he could have weapons.
Did he run this power to? The fire alarm?
And yes, this makes him even more potentially dangerous because of what he can do with household goods. He is a trained soldier. I think a Marine.
Just tied to two pieces of wire that are dropped down. He's got a charger up here.
Phone charger?
Yeah. That's just an empty space.
There's nothing else up there.
No.
What is this wire stuff going on? It's a little shady. See how it's attached to the door? Like a booby trap or something?
They're lucky he didn't have the devious nature to make traps. I'm gonna skip the ingenuity part of him building a little sauna while he was homeless, but I want to showcase his personality. It's haunting. Okay, this is haunting footage. There's clearly, something got broken when he was over there, without a doubt. But just please bear that in mind when you see this man, because he's going to appear like something out of a movie, a villain, like the Joker. It's really just a broken man that did what he was supposed to do and has been let down.
See your hands. Let me see your hands right now.
Hands now.
Show your hands. Back up.
We have them come to that
Back up.
way outside the bar. Come
Aaron,
out now.
Aaron, back up.
Come out now. Get on the ground.
Turn around.
Reminds me of like Hannibal Lecter or the movie Seven, when the serial, walks in, is like, detective. This guy reminds me of those kind of characters.
Get on the
Get
ground.
on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Now. Do it now. Handcuff. Aaron, you're just being detained right now, okay?
I'm sure.
All right.
I was like, hello?
Where his back set up?
Just have a knife on him.
Aaron, where's
Right
your...
front pocket. Right front
Thank you.
pocket.
Thank you. I appreciate that, okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to turn you around and sit you up here, okay?
Sure.
All right, sir.
Hand in your girl.
Yep. So I'm going to turn you this way, okay? So roll this way for me, sir, all right?
Yeah.
Roll. And then sit up for me.
Just want to use a force point taser.
There you go.
Oh, wow. He's got the taser. Good job.
Now, you will understand soon why they go in SWAT style. I think 12 officers were there ready for war, but he gives up without a fight. He knew this was coming. He was kind of baiting them, and you'll see the footage that was doing so. And you'll understand why there's so much concern. I just don't agree with the bond and the punishment. But that might be something for others to debate.
You guys, you're kidding, right?
Aaron, we're just here to get you some help. Right?
Just give me some help. I hear it every day.
I know.
Man, you guys came out first today.
No.
Crack me up.
You said some stuff that concerned us, all right?
Oh, yeah. I said some stuff.
All right, you
Again.
want to stand up and
I
get
thought
here?
that's what we were doing.
All right. I just want to make sure you're ready.
Yeah, everybody's out today. Said some stuff. That's good, yeah.
At this point, the officers need to determine what's on his mind and if his alarming comments hold any truth.
What got you guys all out here today?
You're talking about guns. You're talking about luring us out of our cars. You're talking about going to the schools. Like, that's all. You gotta understand. Like, that's concerning. So why were you saying all that stuff?
Why was I saying all that stuff, guys?
That's a good question.
Because I like killing kids? You think I like murdering people?
I mean, that's what you were saying.
You guys think I like murdering people? You guys think I like murdering people? 16 years. What am I going to do? I'm in cuffs. And? Yeah.
16 years in the service. All right. He went through the shit. All right. The trenches. He had to do what he had to do. He had to follow orders, man. And we're seeing the repercussions of that. So this whole persona we see is the result of just that. And I'm no doctor, but it's obvious. And he's baiting them.
And? What do we got? What do we got today? What do we got today?
We had you hooked up with the VA. What happened, bud?
Oh, you guys were just helping again.
Aaron's videos contain no shortage of opinion when it comes to the help he's been given in the past.
The 18, 19 people in a day who say, hey, man, I'm just trying to look out for you. I'm just trying to take care of you, man. I'm just trying to help you out. Here's some more jail time. I'm like, man, you sure do sound like a friend to me. Take care. I'm glad you're watching. Thanks, cops.
What happened with the VA? You do understand there's a lot of people that want to see.
You understand I was washing doors until y'all showed up.
Well, you were washing doors and then telling stories about killing kids in between that.
Uh-oh.
So that's...
Yeah, you know, that's strange. That's strange. Sandy Hook, when was that? When was it? When was Sandy Hook, guys? Do you guys remember the date? I don't remember. You know how many...
Afternoon to you, White Dragon. I'm trying to fit this one in so I can, before I got to go to work, but this one just it damaged my heart, and I wanted to share this.
Kids were killed. Do you remember who killed them?
He seems to always remind people, and I think for good reason, while he was over there in Iraq, you know, doing what needed to be done, allegedly, right? You know, the WMDs that weren't there, destroying villagers' lives and being ordered to off civilians. He was shook by hearing about Sandy Hook while he was over there. That damaged him more than most of the things he even had to do. And this is the result. And that this fascination that he would go live and talk about, you know, children being hurt or implying that he would do it. That's what lands him in so much trouble. That's no laughing matter. But do you think prison is the answer? Do you think $1 million bond, which not even an actual murderer would get, is the answer?
Who did it? Who did it? Adam Driver did it? Did I do it?
Well, I do recommend to watch this in full. I skipped the part where he made like his own sauna because he's got the skill and the know-how, man. These guys, they know how to survive out there.
Did I do it? Yeah, I don't think I did. No, I was in Afghanistan when that happened. Thank you. Not killing kids. Thank you.
In one of his live streams, Aaron references the moment he learned of the Sandy Hook massacre, which took the lives of 20 children and 6 adults in December 2012. His words and actions that followed raised serious concerns with those who watched the video.
I just remember we were all sitting there. There must have been at least 20 of us sitting in the little bunker that we eat our little spaghetti MREs in every night for 7 months straight. And then on the news, it was like 20-something dead in Connecticut in a Sandy Hook shooting. Mentally ill kid or whatever, shooting teachers and children. But I was just sitting there in the bunker and they were saying, like, here's the M4 or whatever AR style rifle he was using, and all of us have that. All of us are sitting on 180 rounds, 30 in the gun, 1 in the chamber. And I had to imagine the children and how I would do it. Click, squeeze, click, squeeze, click, click, squeeze, click, click, squeeze. I said the darkest moment of my entire life is knowing that I am capable of murdering children. You don't really get to be a human being after that.
Though highly disturbing, it's far from the worst of his statements. The officers work to get answers from Aaron, who drags the conversation into an unexpected new direction.
So many times we gotta do this. You know, I don't get to sleep at night, you know, anymore, because I gotta play these games all the time. No.
It's about killing.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you expect's going to happen?
Exactly.
So you're bringing it upon yourself.
I sure am. I'm ready for that.
The question I want everybody to ask themselves at the conclusion here is, do you believe what they levied against him as for the punishment, was it the right answer? Or could it have been another route? Or did he just cross the line with talking about things, you know, too egregiously, too honestly, or, you know, it's just, you can't joke about this kind of thing clearly. But given the man's sacrifices, you know, he sacrificed his life and had to watch X amount of his friends go down. And he points out, and I'll let him speak. I think a good host knows when to shut up, and that's something I'm really working on. He's going to make it clear that there was something that happened that he was ordered to do, and he refused it for a bit until maybe he couldn't.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. Why? Why are we killing kids?
Can you tell me why?
Why are we killing kids?
I wasn't talking about killing.
Why are we killing kids? When the towers came down, sir, and I was in the 5th grade, did you think that we did that? No, neither did I. I was asked to kill children in Afghanistan. I said no 4 times. Thank you.
Sorry.
And I said no 4 times. But I got to pay for it now. I got to go to jail for you clowns every day. And I know you're not clowns. Not in your hearts.
So I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, you're recording yourself saying that you hate kids and you want to murder kids.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense, does it?
So can you help me understand what's going on?
Yep. What do you think's going on?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know.
But you're telling me now that you turned down, you didn't want to kill kids, but now you're saying that you want to kill kids.
Yeah, I guess things change. I hate kids. Hate them. Just hate kids. Always have, you know?
I don't think that's true.
Oh, it's not true. There you go. We were going to have karaoke tonight.
Yeah, see?
As Aaron's unnerving laughter lingers, his next words and actions become far too much for officers to ignore.
I saw you guys took the news article off today. That's nice. I appreciate that. I was a step in the right direction here, but 18 dead in New Hampshire. Just another mass shooter. You guys got him.
I'm concerned that that's where you're heading, man.
Yeah, I got so many guns. And so many kids to shoot at, you know?
Okay, that's what you said. Make you feel good?
No. You ever been to jail? You never got naked and spread open for somebody? As you go in and as you go out? Try it out sometime. It's fun. Every time you got to go to the courthouse, you got to get spread open for everybody. You like that part? You like it spread open? Yeah, me either. I sure love getting spread open for you guys. It's not my favorite. No, definitely not.
Officers determine there's enough probable cause to request a warrant for his arrest. But first, Aaron is moved to the back of an ambulance where medical staff perform an assessment.
Back to the lockup psych ward. Oh no, we're gonna go.
My theory, which counts for little, is that he decided to become a reflection to make some kind of point. I don't think that clearly didn't help him in the court when you learn of his punishment.
Some other part of the hospital.
Secret part.
Secret part where they put needles in you and put needles in kids and strap them to beds and. I love nights in the hospital. They're my favorite.
And that right there, White Dragon, let me actually polarize that just a bit more, that point, because that point is like the biggest one before I get back to it there. I don't know what to think. Maybe he could have been the next one, or he would do nothing and just say things. One thing that gets me, I mean, once you start saying these things, you got to take it seriously, right? Just the route they went with the punishment, which I keep teasing like you don't know, but they send him to jail for some time with an impossible bond to ever make, a bond that's higher than most people that actually do the deed. I think a proper help would have been appropriate, but you just can't really take chances when somebody starts popping off, talking about what they are capable of, possibly willing to do. He starts to paint a picture with the officers that once I found out y'all were watching me, I just couldn't help myself. But, I mean, I don't know. This is something where you really get torn asunder, because you got to bear in mind, this is somebody, when he was a child, he watched the towers fall, and it left such an impact on him that he wanted to go and make it right. And everything was, as I use the term, by the book. You know, he signed up. He did go to war for us. He served 16 years, went to Iraq, Afghanistan, I don't know how many tours, and all the damage that he done. He makes it clear he was ordered to unalive children over 4 times, but he doesn't say, you know, the time he maybe didn't have the choice to not take the order. Who knows what this man went through? So I don't know. Is this a point where I'm asking for any sympathy for the devil? No, take it seriously. But given what he did go through, everything that he had to sacrifice, his sanity being one of them, I don't know if the punishment fits the crime. Like, if you're going to lock him up, put him in a place where it is more about mental health and We know jail is not for reforming. It's for making you a better criminal. Or if you're crazy, I don't know, survival of the fittest, maybe that's where he wanted to be. And who knows what missions he's been on. That's another thing I'd like to underscore. We don't know. So here, I'm going to get to the end because soon I got to head to work. But this was a Twitch streamer, and what's amazing to me, is Twitch keeps getting caught in allowing these things to be said. Mostly when it comes to that right now, just here, I'll put it in plain English. Twitch definitely has no problem when you criticize or make, any bad statements, negative statements about Israel. But if you say anything bad about Palestine, you'll be banned within an hour.
Right. It's almost like you'd rather be homeless.
Oh, you had a pretty good setup in the nice warm sauna. That's pretty smart.
I know. Kids showed me that one, believe it or not.
I can't believe the power was still on in there.
Kids figured it out.
See, so the man's, talking about and baiting about hurting children, but he talks about this one night he's over there and a group of kids went there, they hung out and they showed him how to rig the sauna setup that he had at that shut down school or whatever it was. So, he had an opportunity and he didn't take it. So it doesn't matter. I can't make or plead a case for him. He's already locked up and the key is thrown away. But you be the judge. I'd love to hear the feedback in comments, especially after I cut the stream because it's only getting closer to work time.
I was burning wood in the back, freezing my balls off. And they were like, if you just flip some switches, you'll have...
You know what, Joe Pond? I have seen Danish prisons and other prisons where they really do make attempts to reform. We're so far behind. We're still in the dark ages here in the United States when it comes to prisons. Now, that may sound way too progressive of me. I'm tired of saying I voted for Trump, but let's just call the facts for what they are. Prisons are just that. They're just cells, man, and they're not trying to help anybody. You got to fight to stay alive in there. Maybe he'll do better in that setting. That's heartbreaking admission.
I was sauna, and I said,
Maybe that changed a lot, huh?
Man, I was living a dream. I should have just shut up, I guess. You would have left me alone, huh?
100%.
Dang, I'm stupid. I like running my mouth. Man, I had CRJ tomorrow. Last class in probation tomorrow.
I'm sure you'll be able to make it up.
You think so?
Yeah, why not?
Hell yeah, dude. That's good news.
I mean, they'd be probably pissed if you just didn't show up, but at least you have an excuse now, right?
Damn it. What's the excuse?
That you're with us.
I was murdering children again? Can't be doing that.
No.
Or maybe he's clearly trying to self-sabotage. Like he knows he's not safe out in the public. Again, I'm ramping up the point that help in a psych ward of some kind where they don't just dope you up. I mean, real help. Do we even have that here? Because, what was it? The VA clearly failed him multiple times. He gets sickened at the suggestion. He's more accustomed to being put into jail.
People frown upon
And it breaks my heart when they dope him up.
What if you just talk about it like in a joke?
Well, it's not a joking matter. It's like saying bomb on an airplane, right?
Oh, like fire in a courthouse?
Yeah.
Shucks. Did you guys even listen to the whole stand-up? It was 47 minutes long.
I know.
I did wake up to 75 views. How many people you got on the force watching that
You know
thing?
who it was? It wasn't us. I'd say maybe 5 or 6 of those were us.
Oh, man. Well, when I found out you guys were even watching it, I was like, that's nuts, dude. That's nuts that you guys are watching this. All right, what else can I come up with?
Can't help yourself. You just self-sabotage.
Well, I'm glad this ended the way that it did. So.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, we thought you were inside the school. They're gonna have the SWAT team going there and everything, man.
Well, good thing I started recording in the back of the VFW.
100%. 100%.
Aaron is transported by ambulance to the Lawrence and Memorial Hospital in New London, where he's given a mental health evaluation and treatment. By the time this
was someone's Nepo baby that went away. They wouldn't even have this much damage done to their psyche. I mean, the damage would be there, right? So that's a crazy statement I just made. But the level of care is absolutely contingent on the amount of money you got in that wallet, son. And in this case, well, we see how society treats the lone wolf, so to speak, the one that didn't have the money, just put in the work.
Arrives at the police station. He appears to be in no condition to answer questions.
You're like a tranquilizer, huh?
And they doped him up, and they killed his spirit. And some of you may think that's probably the best way to go. I don't know, man. Just numbing someone out and making them a vegetable. If that's how we treat anything or anyone, then we're screwed. That's not the answer.
I need to go right now if you got a place. Yeah, they call it medicine. It's not even real.
Aaron is taken to a jail cell where he sleeps for the night. In the morning, officers prepare to question him again about his distressing comments, unaware that things will soon take an unexpected turn. For now, Aaron makes an admission about the videos, but it isn't long before he quickly veers off topic.
It was a lie, but that's all right. I was predicating that everything that was going to follow that statement was not true. That's all right.
Yeah, wasn't aware of that.
I know.
How so?
If people are watching, I think it's true.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, it's scary, right?
That becomes scary, and then
What about 9/11?
then you end up here.
Yeah, like, what about 9/11? Did you think that was true?
True?
True.
Yeah, I thought that was true.
How many
Yeah.
people died in 9/11?
Too many.
Yeah.
No, how many?
Somewhere around 3,000? 5,000? More? 5,000?
You thought it was more than 5,000?
4,000 something.
He was the closest.
Yeah.
Just under 3,000. Not including the terrorists.
Right.
Terrorists. And then we all went for weapons of mass destruction after that. They flew a metal tube into 2 buildings, and then you guys told us all we need to go find weapons of mass destruction.
I didn't say that, but
Not you guys, no. We didn't say any of that stuff.
right.
When it happened, did you think we were attacked, or you thought we did it?
I was pretty young at the time.
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was in the 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember where you were when that came over the air?
I was in the 5th grade. I watched it.
In school,
all
right?
my classmates.
That's a lot of thoughts for a 5th grader.
Right?
Mm-hmm. No, I went to war for that.
Yeah. So I respect that you went to war. I didn't, but I have a lot of respect for anyone who does.
Thank you. Yeah, no, Sandy Hook happened while I was in Afghanistan too.
Officers steer the conversation back to his videos, where Aaron finally explains the catalyst for his live stream.
You want to talk about what happened on Sunday?
I want to talk about what happened when you guys bumped my court date up to Friday again, and then you all didn't tell me about it. My sister from North Carolina had to text me and say, you have court Friday, what happened? And I got to go, I don't think I've done anything wrong. What do you mean? And she's like, it just says you got court on Friday. And I'm like, nobody's told me about it. So I got to spend all weekend going, the did I do now? And then I go, you know what? Why don't I give them something? Why don't I give them something to be upset about? Because I'm pretty furious at this point.
The officers appear to reach the end of their patience with Aaron, whose shocking next moves catch them completely off guard.
You made people concerned, right?
Oh, man. Yeah, you guys make people concerned. I have to, every time I hear a police siren, you got to go, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
You see that? Oh, I can't bring anything with you.
Here goes the wild card.
Hold up. Oh, no.
I did something to concern you.
So you come, son?
Sorry for pouring that water out there. I spilled on me.
Are you? No, I don't think you are.
Why would I be sorry about this, John? Yeah, why would I be sorry about this? There we go. Put him away. He's dangerous.
Nope, stay right there.
I heard him say it. I heard him say it. He's dangerous.
Hey, stay right there.
What are you going to do? Double lock me up?
We don't think you're dangerous to us.
All right, I'm just going.
He does it for the lulz at this point because he knows the whole system is a joke, the way he's been handled. I mean, I know he said everything under the sun to make you very concerned about everybody's safety, especially when in the name of children. We don't play around. But given the man's history and sacrifices, is $1 million bond, and I don't know how many years in prison, is it really the answer? And that's what I ask. That's what I want to hear. If you would find it in your hearts, I don't know, any apprehension to just leave a comment in the aftermath. So here, I'm going to fast forward to the closing out where the sergeant makes some light of the situation. And then I got to go to work.
Put him in the car.
Yeah. Be cool with us.
Be cool with us, guys.
Be cool on the test.
It's just a test. But then you're king of the castle, then, right?
Not even close.
Not even close?
Put it this way, Detective Savio has been doing this since you and I were both in high school. I bet, dude. Dude, every time I ask.
Sergeant goes on to explain how, oh my God, I've never had somebody just run away only to stop just to show or prove a point like that. That was shocking to me. So I don't know, maybe that's a metaphor of how Aaron here operates, shock value or whatever the case. But wait, where was the punishment? Oh, did I actually, what was the final ruling?
That none of them will soon forget. While we cannot share his exact words due to their graphic nature, Aaron's rant included deeply disturbing statements about despising children, going so far as to suggest hypothetical scenarios targeting elementary schools. According to an arrest report along with a press release from the Groton Police Department, 33-year-old Aaron Stanislav was charged with first-degree threatening with a hazard to terrorize, criminal attempt to escape from custody, and interfering with a police officer. His bond was set at $1 million. He's currently behind bars at the Corrigan-Radgowski Correctional Center in Monville, Connecticut. The case is still ongoing.
Okay.
As an older